Hey, Watch Fanatics, Ariel Soltura with WatchReport.com. And as always, before we get started, like us on Facebook, Instagram, and our forum as well. So today I have the Gruppo Gamma Vanguard N18V as in Victor. We've all heard of the brand. A lot of you guys are wearing the brand. Now, I wanted to review the watch that I've heard so much about. A buddy of mine had this watch, couldn't stop talking about the fit and finish. As I said in the review, he kind of reviewed it before I did, but I wanted to get my hands on my own Gruppo Gamma Vanguard in bronze. I've been wanting another bronze watch, and this is definitely something that has quenched my thirst, and I think that it will do the same for you guys. Now, the specs, 44 millimeters on this. Case height is 16 millimeters. Now, the weight on this with the strap is 170 grams. Your lug width is 24. Your lug to lug is going to be 54. But notice how downturned the lugs. Now this is going to make this big old watch extremely wearable. As far as your strap, this strap right here is called the Gilby. Now I mentioned it in the review, but you'll notice that it has a lot of texture, a lot of detail that to me replicate animal skin, maybe like croc skin or snake skin or whatnot. The very cool strap, and it does have a greenish tinge to it. Now the other strap, the one that comes mounted, is called the Butero. It is also 24 by 24. Both straps are going to be 125 by 80 millimeters. Raw edges, tight V buckle. You can tell that this is the one that I don't actually wear very much. And this is one that I've pretty much used and abused. I love wearing this watch. I've been wearing it for several months now. You guys know that I don't review a watch that I haven't worn really well. So the Gruppo Gamma definitely is getting some use. Now, as far as the movement, it is the Miyota 9015 28,800 BPH. Your chrysalis sapphire with your anti-reflective coating. You guys can kind of see it there. The studio lights, and does sit microns above the bezel. Water resistance. I'll leave that to the end because I wanna mention something about it. But the retail price on it is $579. As far as the package came in a reinforced one watch travel case. I'll open here just beyond. You can see that it's definitely nicely padded, reinforced. It's got some mesh. With that, I received obviously the strap that came mounted on the Gruppo Gamma. The Gilby strap. Then you have your warranty card and your screwdriver. Another cool thing that Gruppo Gamma did is they actually sent 2 extra lug bars with it, 2 bronze lug bars. Again, we've all been there where we've lost one, and then you're kind of SOL. You need another one. So they said, hey, you know what? If you happen to be putting it on and for whatever reason you lose it, don't worry about it. Here's another 2. Or you can just have them preloaded in that second strap that they send you. So a really nice touch. As far as the dial, let's get into that. I had a whole bunch of dial configurations that I could have, that's just a whole bunch of, several that I could have chose, but I've been craving an Arabic numeral dial for some time. And additionally, I've been craving a green dial. I think green looks great on bronze. So I went obviously with the green dial. Arabic numerals. One of the cool things about this particular package is that it's a sandwich dial. Now, I haven't had, that I can remember, any sandwich dial. Now, what is a sandwich dial? It's not anything that you add mayonnaise to. It is simply the fact that the numerals and whatever other markers are actually cut out. Now there's a secondary dial underneath the top one, the green one that you see. It is loomed with C3 Super Lumen Nova, which is something that we've obviously super thirsty for, and brands like Gruppo Gamma are eager to deliver. Now, so the sandwich dial, again, the 1, the 2 that you see there, which is the 12, the 3, the 6, the 9, the markers at the 5, 10, 15, and so on, those are all actually cut out. That's not loom application that you see at the top that's actually cut out. You can kind of see there a little bit of depth. Check out the pictures so that way you can see exactly what I mean. But those are cutouts, and the Super Luminova shines through the openings, obviously giving it the appearance that just the 12 is loomed, but in reality, it's that sub dial that's actually doing that. Now, Gruppo Gamma, obviously you see that right below the 12, but nothing else. There's nothing that says automatic. There's nothing that says your depth rating or Swiss made or whatever made. Nothing. There's Gruppo Gamma, and that's it. There's not even a date wheel on this. So again, a very, very nice uncluttered dial. Not saying that if you have that stuff, makes it real cluttered. I'm just saying that I like the look of this particular model because it is very, very, very uncluttered. Now, really nice bronze chapter ring, and you'll notice I'm trying to get a little bling going there. But the hands, so you have your hour and your minute hand, those are also in bronze. It's going to have your C3 Super Luminova at the center, so you're going to have your hour and your minute is going to be loomed, and then your second hand, you see it there in red. Now, as what's powering that second hand, again, I mentioned that Miyota 9015, 28,800 BPH. It is a higher beat movement, and it's proven to be a hell of a workhorse among micro brands. Now, the case is Cusin 5 versus Cusin 8. I lightly touch on that in the actual written review, but I just want to say this, that the company was very, very forthcoming when they found out that the bronze that they were using was in fact Cusin 5 versus Cusin 8, and they went and had their their watches, their actual production watches versus what they get from the company originally tested. It tested out at Cusin 5. They let everybody know, and I'm pleased to see that so many people rallied behind how truthful and honest the company was, how upfront they were. And so, again, I'm a big fan just because of the fact it wasn't something they tried to hide. They just wanted to let the customer, the consumer, me, or you know what you were getting. And I can tell you that nobody skipped a beat. It's perfect just the way it is. You also see that my particular model, again, because I wear it so much, has began to patina or oxidize. Now, the patination process is something that is very coveted. People do it forced. People do it let naturally occur. This is all natural patina over the course of about 3 months. So now that we've kind of covered the case and what it's actually made of, you'll see that it's got it's definitely marks. It's little war marks. I wear it to work. I wear it out because it is versatile. It can go from a patrol car to dinner, and that has a lot to do with, I think, the general look of it, and I'll kind of talk about that here in just a second. But anyways, bronze chapter ring, I talked about that. Dial uncluttered, 28,800 BPH. Crystal is sapphire. Again, sits just ever so slightly above the dial. Bezel, 120 click, unidirectional bezel. It's a porthole styled bezel. That's what it looks like to me. You'll notice it has a really nice high pearl or pip at the 12. Then it's going to have little recessed holes all around in 10-minute increments. As far as turning it, turned really nicely, really nice, nice clicks. One of the things that you'll see is that I'm grabbing it at certain access points to help it turn so it doesn't actually slip. You're going to have a little screw that you can use, the little screwdriver that came with it. Now that just allows you to remove the bezel. I did not do that, but those are the only 3 actual access points slash raised portions of the dial that allow you to or that assist you in turning it. So all things being equal, if it was didn't line up, I didn't line that one up very well, even though this does line up perfectly. You'll see here in just a second. So, okay, lined up perfectly, all things being equal, you're going to see those access points at the 10, at the 6, and at the 50. So, I guess 10, 30, and 50. So very nice design. Now, as far as the downturn lugs, that's one of the things that makes this watch so very wearable. At 54 millimeter lug to lug, they had to turn down the lugs to make it appeal to a broader range of people. I have a 7.5 inch wrist for reference, and it wears really, really well. Now, as far as versatility, wearing it, one of the cool things I like about this piece, I went ahead and started the watch here to get it off that 1010. One of the cool things about this particular piece is that it is a strap changing dream, or changer's dream. Again, comes with the Butero. It is brown. They describe this one as brown. It's more green to me, but looks amazing on this particular strap. Now, one of the things that I like is I put it on this strapped watch co strap that I have. This is a canvas strap. It's an amazing strap, as you notice. How well does this match with the with that Arabic those Arabic numerals? Incredible. So this is what I wear it on. Amazing strap. But again, if you have straps in a drawer, 24 millimeters, throw them on. It's going to look amazing. If you want to buy straps for it, you know what? Go ahead and buy some straps for it, because it's going to look amazing as well. As far as the crown, I was just reminded of it. The crown is a screw down crown. It's going to have your Gamma inscribed in it. These shoulders are obviously functional, but the hex screws that you see there are not. So that's just kind of gives it a real nice little steampunk vibe. But the crown guards, the shoulders, however it is you want to call them, the crown guards are obviously functional again, but the actual hex screws that you see are not. It kind of gives it the look as if they were attaching themselves to the case, but it is just part of the case. So, anything that we haven't discussed? Oh, right. I told you why I didn't mention the depth rating. So we have a stainless steel case back. This is the only time that you see the depth rating mentioned. It is 200 meter, which is a really nice depth rating, and that is also obviously absent from the dial. Now, you see bronze, you see stainless steel. Why? Stainless steel does not react to your wrist, versus if they would have done a bronze case back, it would react 9 times out of 10. The salts and the oils in your wrist react with the bronze, giving you a green tinge to your wrist. Now, again, might look cool on a strap, might look cool on Shrek, doesn't look cool on you. It is kind of stinky, so they went ahead and went with a stainless steel case back, which I think is pretty cool. Obviously, you're going to have your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 screws that actually screws down the case back. So, really nice, versatile watch, guys. I think you guys will agree it looks amazing. Last but not least, let's go ahead and throw it on my wrist, give you a look. Remember, guys, I have a 7.5 inch wrist for reference. The strap does only fit on the last hole for me. No problem at all. There it is. Really, really nice watch. You can see the texture right there of the strap, how it kind of gives it that alligator look, that skin look that I was telling you about. But again, guys, an amazing timepiece, an amazing brand. And I think that that you guys are definitely going to enjoy this watch if you get it. Now, again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, drop them in the comment section. I'll do the best that I can to answer them. And as always, you can always contact Gruppo Gamma on their website or on Facebook as well. This is Ariel Soltura signing off.